And greetings to you, value investors, stock traders, hype dorks all across the fruited plain. Let's do it. I look like a disheveled mess today. I should have shaved. I didn't want to. I didn't do my hair. I didn't do anything today. But I did read. The reason I didn't, I was sitting there on my couch this morning reading the Dando Investor by Mohnish Pabrai. Man, that book is just incredible. If you guys haven't read it, let me see if I can, let me pull up the cover for you. Dando Investor. This is such a good book. Pull up an image. This is the book you guys got to read. Okay, of course. Well, you can see it on my screen here. This is exactly it. It's such a good book, man. I mean, he goes through the process, and his biggest thing is it's a risk, but heads I win, tails I don't lose much. It's really incredible. Really good book. So, okay, let's get into some stuff today. Let's see what the market is doing off the rip. I haven't checked. I haven't really done anything this morning except for Spanish and prep the show. Futures are up a tick. It's funny, there was a story that I pulled up. Here it is. Stock futures tick up despite China growth concerns. So yesterday, the Dow was down over 300 points. Everything was falling apart. The world was going to end. But today, those issues are still there, but we Gucci. It's cool. This is why you can't focus on the day-to-day stuff, just because it's pretty incredible. All right, let's start with the brilliant one, Cathie Wood. Sells $66 million of Tesla shares, even though it's going to $3,000 a share and even though it's a value play. Okay. So she sold $66 million worth of Tesla, bought Robinhood. They now have 390,000 shares of Robinhood so far this month. That stock has fallen 43%, and boy, do I have Robinhood news. It is incredible. Wood predicted in March that Tesla stock would go to $3,000 by 2025, putting a valuation of $3 trillion, which I think is low. I think it should be like $30 trillion. Its current that was sarcasm. It's currently a market capitalization of $746 billion. So if it's going to go to $3,000 a share, why would you take profits on it? I just don't understand why you would take profits on something that's going to go to $3 trillion valuation. It doesn't make any sense. I swear this lady just does stuff just to stay relevant. Next thing, ARK, they expect a rotation back into growth stock. So right now, growth doesn't work. So growth only works when markets are irrational, apparently. So right now, she said everything's calming down, and now she's looking at economic weakness. But okay, I got to bring this full circle. If things are disruptive and they're going to change the world, then the effects of the jobs and the economy should have no impact on them because they're disruptive. Disruption means that other things are less relevant or irrelevant. So pick which side of the road you want to be on. Star stock picker Cathie Wood of ARK on Tuesday reiterated her call, saying that slowing economy in the United States will bolster trillion. But yeah, and I was thinking by the end of 2021. I wasn't thinking, if you're a bull, be a bull. So I bring this story up about Caterpillar because we own it in the Employed Trader series, and it's been dead doing nothing. And I've said for a long time, I really thought that the infrastructure bill was going to push it through. They passed the $1 trillion infrastructure bill, got to the president's desk. Then they said, we want $3.5 trillion of an infrastructure bill. So we got a little bump on it when that $1 trillion one passed the Senate. And that's when I really thought things were going to turn out well for the Caterpillar. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So I'm telling you guys, in the Employed Trader series, let me pull up that chart. We're going to catch this thing. We are going to catch this thing. Let's zoom out and let's just go right here. Okay, so right now you can just see it's just consolidating right there. It's not doing anything. This was the little blip of when I thought it was going to really start to take off when we got the infrastructure passing in the Senate. But we've really done nothing. So I'm not worried. We're just going to stay here. It's just going to coast along the bottom. Eventually, this thing's going to pop up into the sweet spot. Institutions will take notice. We'll start to get this type of buying volume. I think we're going to get into it around 220, and I think we're going to have a hell of a run up to $250 a share. But we just got to be patient with it, guys. Some of the best trades are ones that you never make. How's that for philosophical thinking at 9:05 a.m. Eastern Time? Caterpillar is having a tough time getting its materials from its suppliers because of labor shortages. The bigger issue is many of the suppliers lack workers, adding to the increasing lag times. This is on top of chip shortages, etc. So they're just having a rough time all around. Let's see. Union Pacific CEO said labor shortage is likely to fuel cargo congestion in the next year. So guys, we might be waiting on this one for a long time, but I'm telling you, if you're just patient with me, I'm telling you it's going to be okay. I've seen it before. I've seen it. It's going to happen. I'm telling you it's going to happen. We just got to be patient with this thing and it'll work out. Somebody just asked, where's the buy point? My best guess at this point is around 220, which is just above the 100-day moving average. It was 224. The price has fallen, obviously, so the moving average has fallen. So it's I think it's around 220. Now, that doesn't mean go and put an order in at 220. That's just my best guess of where we're gonna enter it on the Employed Trader series. And if you don't know what the Employed Trader series is, join the Bid and Ask Nation. I update you every single day on 6 stocks. Caterpillar is one of them, and you trade them with me. I would like you to not be mindless trading them and actually understand what I'm doing, but you will do well. Okay. Microsoft hikes dividend and unveils $60 billion buyback program. So for the 12th straight year, the company has boosted its quarterly dividend payout by 11% this year at its September board meeting. Now, it's doing this buyback of $60 billion. I get it. I don't typically like to see buybacks when valuations are this high. What is Microsoft? I'm just going to go and look at one little metric and see what Microsoft is. They're the number one ticker today. So day traders, keep a watch on that. What is the PE? The PE is 37 and a quarter. I don't like seeing buybacks at these levels, but they're going to do it anyway. So, and there's no expiration on the buyback program. So day traders, watch this one today. You might be able to squeeze something out of this one. Let's see here. This person said, I feel like Cathie just changes her mind every other day. I think she just does it to stay relevant. Somebody told me one of the YouTube comments was that they publish, if you subscribe to their newsletter or something, you get some kind of email every day saying the positions that they take. I've never seen a hedge fund do that before, but they do that because, in my opinion, they're loudmouths. But yeah, I think they just want to stay relevant. So let's scroll this one out so I don't click it again. And let's go to, I don't really have anything to say about this story. I just thought it was funny. I opened the show with it. The new tepid economic data out of China also added concerns over the pace of global growth. So it's funny to see, every single day it's a news story. This is what I tell you guys. Pay attention. Don't get all caught up in the hype of every single day. I mean, yesterday we saw futures. They were plus 200 points at the open. I think maybe 175, something like that, because this CPI data came out. Then you have the China data comes out in the afternoon, and everything goes to hell. Then you have Apple comes out and it boosts the market. And what is going on? Don't follow this day-to-day crap. If you're a day trader, just pick your basket of stocks and roll with it. If you're a swing trader, just be patient. If you're a long-term trader, don't even bother. And if you're a value investor, seriously, don't even bother. Like yesterday, it's everything's China. The world's going to hell. China can't do it. And today, we're not. It's not that bad. Key economic data out of China pointed to a much sharper than expected deceleration of growth in the last month. Then why isn't everything falling apart today? Suggesting that the world's second largest economy is losing steam faster than expected. That means it's still losing steam today. These resorts too, I didn't know this. After the U.S. government announced plans to increase regulatory oversight in the gambling industry. I didn't know that. Okay, this was another great quote, totally irrelevant to the story. I think we probably won't get the answer to whether inflation is transitory or not until 2022. So after it's over, then we'll be able to say it was transitory or not. And if Jerome Powell is still chairman of the Fed at that point, he's going to say it was transitory. There's no doubt about that. Guys, smash the like button for me. That would be wonderful. Okay, this is a cool story. SpaceX to make history. Talk about disruption. With the first civilian crew launched into orbit. So, I don't know about you, but I'm going to spend the rest of my day scouring the internet, calling SpaceX and trying to buy SpaceX private stock just so I can buy a disruptive stock. The latest in the recent line of space-obsessed billionaires was set off for liftoff on Wednesday. So that's happening later tonight around 8 p.m. Eastern Time at Cape Canaveral. The flight will have no professional astronauts accompanying the SpaceX the flight. It's just paying customers, and it's going to be up there for 3 days. Time magazine nobody knows the price. They're saying that the 4 seats were $200 million. So 200 million divided by 4 is $50 million a seat. It marks the debut flight of Musk's new orbital tourism business. Inspiration 4 is aiming to go at an orbital altitude of 360 miles above Earth, higher than the International Space Station and Hubble telescope. At that height, Crew Dragon will circle the globe once every 90 minutes at a speed of 17,000 miles per hour and roughly 22 times the speed of sound. So SpaceX advantage is that they are partnered with NASA. I mean, even if you go to the NASA museum in Cape Canaveral, everything in there, they have a lot of SpaceX stuff in there. So this is not just going to be a joyride. Once in orbit, the crew will perform a series of medical experiments with potential applications for human health on Earth during the future of spaceflight. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Not my thing, but that's pretty cool. Who would go to space? Would any of you guys go to space? Speaking of holding on for dear life in a rocket ship, Robinhood is going on a college tour to recruit new customers. Adorable. Robinhood, the go-to trading app for young investors. What? I don't understand why it is. I mean, you could do the exact same thing on Schwab. Why? Is it just because it's a nice, like, sleek platform? That's why you have to go and put your money in this terrible company that is going to screw you and has screwed you multiple times over the last 12 months? The digital brokerage is kicking off a nationwide marketing campaign on Wednesday that is designed to turn more college students into Robinhood customers. Cool. They're giving them $15 to trade when they sign up with their school email address and a chance at a $20,000 giveaway. Robinhood executives will tour campuses of... This sentence just bothered me so much. Robinhood executives will tour campuses of community colleges. And why couldn't you just say any universities? Why do you have to say historically black colleges? What is the point of saying that? So they're basically going to college campuses. I mean, everything has to be division in this country. It's just pathetic. The campaign, this person said, product chief, is about meeting the next generation of where they are. And communicating by starting young, college students can enjoy benefits of compound returns over decades. Oh, noted. Except when you're not allowed to sell any of the stocks because there's too much volatility on them and you screw everybody on your platform, but they'll be able to enjoy the compounding. Yes. Critics say the app has turned into a trading game-like experience that encourages unsophisticated investors. I don't think this is critics. I think this is accurate people that are saying this. Encourages unsophisticated investors to take risks they don't understand. Yeah, that pimple-faced 14-year-old kid does not understand things. In June, the company agreed to pay nearly $70 million after what was this? Robinhood settled a wrongful death lawsuit earlier, brought by a family whose college student took their own life after believing he racked up big trading losses on Robinhood. In June, the company agreed to pay nearly $70 million to resolve a regulator's allegations that it approved ineligible traders for risky strategies, blah, blah, blah. Robinhood neither admitted nor denied the claims. If you go and pay $70 million to get rid of something, that's an admission of guilt. Sorry. Okay, last thing. Let me see. Let's see here. Yeah, Schwab does rock. Okay. Apple yesterday unveiled their new iPhones. People have asked me about this because I'm an Apple fanboy. I was highly, highly, highly disappointed with Apple yesterday. From a consumer standpoint, I'm sure they're going to do very well from a business standpoint. But the watch, meh, I don't do Apple watches. The iPads, I don't really, lame. And the iPhone, literally, it was a 90-minute presentation of how they improved their camera. It was just terrible. I mean, there's no changes to the phone except for basically the camera and the video. And for me, I don't use camera or video. The only thing I use camera or video for is to take pictures of signs that say help wanted. So they've changed, they put the A15 Bionic chip. It's faster. They made the screen brighter and there's more nits. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. You got your camera. I don't know what else to tell you. I was really excited for the satellite feature, but that didn't happen. Oh gosh, somebody just wrote something that I can see but you guys can't see, and it's probably better that way. So, all right, let's see. Okay, let's look at the Treasury yields. These things actually ticked down a little bit. Let's see here. 3 months actually dropped. 10-year dropped. Ooh. So I haven't talked about this in a while. I'll just teach it real quick. So I look at, for yield curve inversion, I look at the 3-month and the 10-year. So basically what this is saying is you're going to loan your money to the government, to the U.S. Department of Treasury, and for 90 days, they're going to give you a return right now of 0.04% on your money, okay? If you loan your money to the government over a 10-year period and lock it in there for 10 years, you can access it, but that's the idea. You get 1.28%. So basically what this is saying is you have more confidence, all of us have more confidence in our government over the long term, 10 years, than 3 months. If at some point, like it did in February of 2020, and like it did in October of 2018, let's say the 3 month is higher than the 10 year. So let's say that the 3 month is at 0.07. I'm just going to use numbers here. And the 10 year drops to 0.03. What this is entailing, this is a yield curve inversion. So you're getting more money now for giving your money to the government for 3 months than 10 years. This is not good. This happened in February. This happened in October of 18. This has happened many times throughout history. So when I start seeing these yield curves trickle down, the 10-year trickling down, I would want to see the 3 month trickling up. But that's a yield curve inversion. Keep an eye on it. It does happen, guys. And when it does happen, the Fed goes in there and they do whatever they can to pump that market, because they do not want that yield curve to invert and stay inverted for a long period of time. Even before that, they'll do whatever they can do to get rid of that yield curve inversion. So that's the yield curve. No earnings today. No earnings. Well, I mean, there's 5 earnings today. I don't know what they are. New Weber Grills, maybe? I don't know. Day traders, go and look at these. Actually, look at these stocks. Canon, it's up 5%. Innate Pharma, up 12%. Weber, yeah, maybe throw these on your watch list. Go day trade them a little bit. But yes. So next, if you want to join our software, this software is incredible. I use it every single day. But if you want access to just our Discord, which I also use every single day, $7 a month gets you that. You get access to our Discord. If you want to get Discord access and software and tons of exclusive videos, content, the book club, I mean, there's just so much more. You'll get access, you'll get that kind of private information, private videos and whatnot, $27 a month. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, get in that Employed Trader series that I talked to you about earlier, $77 a month gets you that, private Discord chats, etc. We talk about trading, I talk about value, we talk about options. It's incredible. There's like 800 people in here. There's like 5,500 or 56 or 5,700 people in the whole Discord. If you want to do a 1 hour trading session with me, $750 gets you that. I mean, we've talked options in the trading. It's just really whatever you guys want to do. And if you want to do a 4 hour consult with Paul on a real estate deal, $10,000 will get you that. And I'll say it again, if you are doing a big real estate deal and you've never done one before, or you're doing one and you're in this market and you don't know what to do, that's probably a good person to consult with, because he knows what he is doing. So let's get at it. You guys send me some stocks. I will run through them and we will go from there. Let's see. Nike short, please. Need to fill the gap. Nike. Gap stocks, baby. Okay, let's see what Nike's doing this morning. So let's pull up yellow, Nike. Let's go over here. So right now, I love this gap. This gap on Nike is perfect. I love the direction of the stochastic. We have entered the sweet spot. You need 3 days of confirmation before you do something on this, but I think it's great. Wait for an engulfing candlestick down, and I'm telling you guys, this gap is going to fill. I don't know when. Could be 6 months from now. I don't know, but the gap is going to fill. There's no doubt about that. Alrighty. Let's see here. Oh, somebody wants to do SPY. I like that. How about only the software? Wesley, if you just want the software, it's $27 a month. And for me, I mean, that's incredibly cheap. So let me tell you guys about this software. So I've been looking at financials for the better part of my life. There is not a software out there that gives you financials on an iPhone or Android that is the way that ours is. I used to pay for Y charts, which was like $500 a month, and I would have to go to their terrible mobile website. Actually, it's not even a mobile website. You're using a desktop version website on your iPhone, and you're scrolling through financials and zooming in, zooming out, it's terrible. Yahoo Finance, I think they only give you 5 years of data. It's terrible. Ours is flawless. Ours is basically Y charts on an iPhone. It's incredible. So $27 a month. Plus you get Stock Analyzer tool. Plus you can help your friends with their retirement calculator on the road. It's incredible. So, all right. Let's see. SPY. So SPY is doing its SPY thing. This is the definition of a power stock. Okay. So a power stock. This is really great because I love how tight it is. The tighter the candles are up, the better off they are. Actually, this is even a better run. This one up here, that was a terrible line. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Okay, so basically what are we going to do here? So if I'm you and you're in SPY, I'm just going to take some profits off the table. By no means am I exiting this. I'm just going to take some profits off the table. I think it'll struggle a bit to get through this 25-day moving average, but I'm sure they're going to pump this thing up and keep it going. People keep asking me, what do you think is going to happen with this economy? Guys, I have no idea. I don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to blow up at some point. Do I think that the market's going to pull back this year? Personally, I don't. I think that they're just going to... anytime we get a pullback, they're just going to go and buy the hell out of futures. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. So just be patient, guys. Just be patient. Everything's going to work itself out. You just got to be patient. All right, with Netflix. So Netflix, I would for sure be taking profits. Just because this thing is starting to roll over, the good thing that you have going for you is the yellow line is not above the sweet spot yet. So this can go one of two directions. It can either get up there or it can turn down with the red line. So right now I'm taking profits. And if I get this thing to move back up to the top, I would go ahead and add to it. But right now, if I'm you, I am for sure taking profits. And okay, when's the next book club? If you give me a chance to pull out my cell phone, I will tell you. The next book club is on the 24th, September 24th, next Friday. Great question. And we're going to be reading chapters 3 and 4 of said book, Psychology of Money. Forgot to say the book. All right, let's see here. Costco. Man, Costco is a power stock. So here, let's look at it again. So what a power stock is, remember when I said with SPY, it's not as tight as I'd like to see it? This is just perfect. So what a power stock is, move through the sweet spot, get to the top, move sideways, you have good volume, and you're over all 4 major moving averages. And that's exactly where we are right now. Now, with Costco, what I would tell you to do, because we've gotten this little pullback, I would take profits on this thing. That doesn't mean sell your position. That means if you invested $100 into a stock and the stock goes to $110, I would sell, I'm just using this as an example, I would sell $10 worth of shares and keep my initial base investment of $100. So you're just selling the profits that you've made. So right now I would sell the profits. If this thing makes a new all-time high, then I would add back to it. But right now I'm taking my profits just because I'm starting to see a decline on the stochastic. And yeah, does Everything Money have an active Twitter account? No. I don't think that would work very well unless like Tim or Seth ran it. We used to have LinkedIn, but that didn't work out so well. Apparently you can't say things against Lizzie Warren. Discovery. Oh boy. So Discovery is just being beaten down. Dog stock. Throw a tracker share on here. Get a tracker share. Be patient. Eventually this thing is going to turn up. It could be 6 months from now. I have no idea. But eventually this thing's going to get rolling, and you'll be the first one into it. So you can see that even let's look at 6 months here. Now let's look at 3 months. So look at 3 months, and look at the volume over the last 3 months. Even with that terrible even with this massive fall, it still has pretty good volume in it. You know what I mean? It's fallen a little bit here and a little bit here, but overall it's pretty consistently good volume, which I'm very happy about. So keep an eye on Discovery. It's not totally out of favor, and it's going to be okay. Let's see here. What percentage are you in cash and stocks? I would say I'm about 65% cash. Tesla. But at January 1st, or whatever the first market day is of the year, January 4th, I don't know, I'm deploying 30% of my cash into stocks, into my quote-unquote magic formula, and we will do that because I want to generate income through dividends if my stocks have dividends, but more importantly, I want to generate cash through options. So, all right, let's see here. I'm gonna sell covered calls on all my positions, and I'm going to sell puts on positions that I want to own. Guys, smash the like button for me. That would be wonderful. So you're at a little resistance point with Tesla, and you're getting into that overbought area, which worries me. Now, when's their earnings? 10/20. So we got about, what's today's date? The 15th. So we got a little bit of more than a month. I'm struggling with this one to tell you what I would play this thing. I don't think I would play this thing long just because of that resistance line I just drew. I think I might do a swing trade on this. So if this thing does in fact break up, I think I would go ahead and grab it from a swing perspective. But I just don't like the idea of owning Tesla for a very long term. Will you let us know about your formula? No, I will not. I will not let you know about my formula because I do not want anybody replicating what I do. And proof is in the pudding with Alibaba. I'm just not doing it again. Not telling you what I buy and sell because, frankly, I look at it as we're a teaching platform. I am teaching you guys how to buy stocks. We're not like these other idiots out there that say, go and buy this thing, load up on this. Guys, I don't want to tell you what to buy. I don't care what you buy. I want to teach you what you should buy, I'm going to teach you why you should buy what and how you should do it. I don't want to tell you what to buy because frankly, me and you are not in the same position for one reason or another. Even if you are in the same position as me, even if you had the exact same amount of money that I have, we're not in the same position. So you shouldn't invest like me. So these people that go out and say, you should buy this, that's just irresponsible. I'm here to teach you how to do things, and then you make your own decisions. With Intel, I love the direction that Intel is going on. So the gap has almost filled. So we're getting to close that gap. Once you get, in my opinion, once you get over that 100-day moving average, that's when we're going to be in the sweet spot, and that's when we're going to be able to grab Intel. And then the good news about Intel is it's going to have to fill that gap too. So let this gap close, see what happens, because this could very well fill this gap and come right back down. See if it fills that gap and then keeps going up. That would be wonderful. Joel Greenblatt, guys, I'm telling you, if you look at the majority of good investors out there who are not arrogant hype people, nobody tells you what they buy. If they have to report it in their 13F filing, they're going to tell you, but you get it. I mean, Warren Buffett can buy something, I'm just going to say it, January 1st. Say the market's open, January 2nd. And then you'll figure out what he bought on like May 1st or April 1st or whatever it is, because he's not telling you. It doesn't matter. You can't invest like Warren Buffett. Nobody can invest like Warren Buffett. Nobody can invest like me. Nobody can invest like you. Everybody's different. Everybody's in a different situation. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. Exactly. Mo is telling you his strategy and buys like ESPN. Also, you probably don't have the discipline that I have. I have no problem investing in a stock and it going down 50%, and I literally do not care because I believe in that stock, and if things don't change for me, that's fine with me. You probably don't have that patience. So if you don't beat the market for 4 years in a row and you lag the market, you are going to be really upset about it. I don't care because I know that over 10 to 20 years, I'm going to beat the market, and it's going to be very, very consistent. So that's the reason that I do not want to tell you guys my strategy. Yes. I'll do 2 more stocks because I've been rambling quite a bit. But I feel like I've been rambling about something that you guys need to hear and that you know in your heart deep down is correct. All right, let's look at WYN. WYN, because I talked about it earlier today. $92. Wasn't this thing like, it was like $30 back during the COVID thing. Oh, look at this. All right, so this has to do with the regulation chatter that's out there. So yesterday we got the big gap down. Today we got it again. So day traders, go out there and crush this thing. It's incredible. You're gonna do very well on this one. And now, if you want to do anything from a daily perspective, because I'm loving the trend right now, please let this settle down. I can see this booting back up a little bit tomorrow. So if tomorrow you get something like this, let me show you. You get this today. Let's say it closes the day and it looks like this. And tomorrow you get, hold on, I want to use pink. And tomorrow you get that engulfing candlestick, go ahead and short it. Absolutely go ahead and short it. But if it gaps down again tomorrow, I wouldn't be short on it because eventually these things are going to spike back up. I mean, I don't think it'll spike back up to here, but I think it'll spike back up a little bit. So, yes. Okay. Last thing. Extra salty this morning. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit salty. Let's see. Baba is moving. Okay. Let's look at Alibaba. Oh, Baba's on the move, baby. All right. It looks like every other Chinese stock out there right now. Big decline, dog stock. Eventually it'll get going. That's all I have to say about that. Last one. Somebody give me a good one. WYN's casino license expires soon? That's interesting. Why don't they just get a new one? Wrong. You do not beat the market for 10 to 20 years. Okay, sounds good, Alex. Why don't you go read a book? Let's see here. Sorry, Alex, I'm not Cathie Wood. Chevron, thank you for giving me a good stock. Let's look at Chevron. Let's see, Chevron. So the news about the oil being $100 a gallon, oil being $100 a barrel by mid next year or through the winter or something. Yeah, so right now, Chevron's in a tough spot because it's under all 4 major moving averages, which is okay. The great news is, look at the volume. Look how consistent that volume is. I have to think that Chevron pays a good dividend. Let's see here. I'm just going to look this up because why not? CVX. Guys, smash the like button, please, on our way out. Chevron dividend, where is it? Yeah, so they pay a great dividend, 5.5. And the reason I said that is because I see the consistent volume. I think that's a lot of financial institutions or financial advisors that keep money in Chevron. Yeah, so let's see here. To me, whoever asked this question, just let it consolidate here. It's definitely at some kind of resistance point, even dating back, support point. Don't worry about that little drop right there. Let this thing turn up. Let it make some engulfing candlesticks, and I think you're going to get a good run on this. I personally do not think you're going to probably be buying this long-term based on a chart until you get over that 100-day moving average. That's personally what I think. So that's it for today. You guys have a great day. I am excited to be back here tomorrow. I love my new standing desk, and frankly, I love talking to you guys. You guys are the best. So thank you for everything that you've done for us. Who would have thought 9 months ago that I would be talking to people on YouTube? Never in my life did I think that. But thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day. Go make disruption today.